This Death Valley crowd has been getting ready and hyped for this one. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And they'll kick it off to get this season underway. You can feel the excitement here. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Pressure is coming. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. That's reeled in. It's Clemens. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion. And the Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looking right, this one caught. He's found some room at the 45. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Or it's snapped to the back. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. The Ducks have 1st and 10 here.
A nice job here by this back picking up a 1st down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on.
Got a lane. Can he get in? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. The Ducks will line up now. It's 1st and goal. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Touchdown, Oregon. Number 1 with the carry.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0.
The extra point is good. That makes the score. Oregon.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
0.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he's got it. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers. Here comes the point after attempt. And it's up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Breaking free at the 35. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent gain, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the option play. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Play action fake, looking to throw. He eludes the rush. He's moving out of the pocket now. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Looking to throw again. Trying to create outside the pocket now. It's caught downfield. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Boy, the timing here is essential between the quarterback and the receiver. You got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it, puts the ball right on the money, and then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
That makes the score Oregon 14, LSU 7.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And looking for a big play here. The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The quarterback's got it on the option. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him. The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. We'll try to run it with the option. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
It's an important first down on that running play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes the grab. It's Clemens. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks. And now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Oregon 21, LSU 7.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Breaking free at the 35. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Oregon offense retakes the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Breaking free at the 35. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Brought down at the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone. And the Ducks will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Makes a quick grab. Goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few yards, but it's short of the first down marker. The shotgun running play call. The Ducks can pick up enough yardage for a first down.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
Oregon.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. Looked like the defense thought they had him contained. Look at the blazing speed in that quarterback.
Great design run for this quarterback, and you know what kind of threat he is with that kind of speed. The defense just seemed to be out of position from the very beginning. I wouldn't be surprised to see something similar later on in this game.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
28, LSU, 14.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And one final play before the end of the quarter. The back's got it. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Oregon 28, LSU 14.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
Fourth down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Now someone moved just a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Under pressure, just lets it go. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage here.
Now, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And the ball is picked off. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. And off inside, looking for the touchdown. And he's tackled down to the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Third and goal, looking to throw the ball. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks.
Great job here by the play caller going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Oregon 35, LSU 14.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
There's the handoff.
Ball carried by the runner. Martin at the 50. Brings up 2nd down.
Here's the 2nd down play. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
Here comes a handoff. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. And they get set now to try the PAT.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what
this one will be fair caught. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. It's an option look. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. Second down after that run on the previous play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. He dumps it off to the tight end. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. The Ducks come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. On third down, it's a handoff. McGain is good enough for a first down near the 38. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to make a big play downfield. And he's got it for a huge gain, brought down at the 30. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback escapes the pocket, and he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's third down coming up. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And he'll drop back here on third down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Timeout is called to Duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Well, that's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. Escapes the pocket. He'll avoid this sack, but is brought down after a short gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now it's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he slings this pass over the middle. The catch is made for a huge pickup. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown Tigers. Now the important point after attempt. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop.
LSU 28.
And the fair catch, signal for and take it. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. He's looking deep here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. First down. Looking to throw the football. He flips it to the back across the middle.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Contact as he threw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the catch. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Ducks will kick this deep to begin the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw, bringing pressure. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack. From the 12-yard line, it's second and long now.
Second down.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll give it to the back. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The Ducks are in the red zone. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Gain of 9. Brings up second down.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll try the option play here. The Ducks pick up enough to get a first down there.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
The Ducks hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. And the Ducks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On third and goal, he's going to try to throw for it. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And looking to throw now on first down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did.
It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Ball handed to the running back. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with is defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right.
Touchdown, Ducks. And this one is getting ugly. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. But let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And the point after is right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So here comes the LSU offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Fires it to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground ball. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Look out, he's got some space. At midfield. Now the 40. The 20. Past the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon.
Touchdown.
Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score. Oregon 62, LSU 28.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Tight end goes in motion. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the right side. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the margin.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Pass ball is incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. We'll check that out. Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Here's another interception. We're losing track. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Empty set now, 5 wide. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. There's a shot toward the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And the pass caught inside the 15. Worked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Direct snap to the back. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Touchdown, Ducks. And the beatdown continues. And they connect again. That's just been an unstoppable pitch and catch combination all game, Kirk.
This receiver's been making this defense look silly, Chris, the entire game. He has multiple touchdowns so far. Just shows you that whatever the game plan was to slow him down, flat out hasn't worked.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
69, LSU, 28.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. This should be the last play of the quarter. Handoff to the single back. Breaking free at the 35. And they're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Oregon 69, LSU 28.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Same tailback, another carry.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Ball handed off. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Receiver makes the grab, moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a 1st down. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field.
Well, there he is again. Another nice completion to this slot receiver, and he picks up the 1st down. You know, there's so much attention on the outside wide receivers, but if I'm trying to defend this...
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. See if they can convert the point after. And it's good. Now they get set to kick it away.
That makes the score, Oregon 69, LSU 35.
Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Defense spends their 2nd timeout and try to regroup. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And the pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's on the run. Launches deep. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to launch it deep again. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. He took his eye off the ball. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Going for a big play downfield. Deep shot caught out of the 15. Brought down quickly at the 14, but the offense is in the red zone. The Ducks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Oregon. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
Here's the point after attempt. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Oregon 76, LSU 35.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. No huddle now for the offense. They look to throw it here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. The pocket breaking down. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only does he pull out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it go. Complete to the running back, but can he get there? They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go. He pulls it in for a big gain. That game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Really nice job here by the quarterback. He sells it looking downfield, knowing he wants to hit his running back on the angle route. Effective play to move these chains.
Nothing open downfield, so they'll just throw it away. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Looking to throw it again. Oh, the pass is picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. The Ducks looking to run some tempo here. Looking to throw it on first down. He's running out of time here. And the tackle is made. The defense saying, not this time. They got burned in the scramble last time. They bring him down pretty quickly here. Important 2nd down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Defense is coming after him. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down.
Man, I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And he pulls in the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the 4th quarter. It's 3rd down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's caught. It's Clements. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Ducks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. First down. They're going to throw the football. He'll try a pass here. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Ducks. And the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
83, LSU, 35.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This one has been a beatdown for the ages, a demolition, an evisceration. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side, and it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
2nd down, looking to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much much time as possible. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU. And they'll set up for the PAT. He knocks it right through. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Oregon 83, LSU 42.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They've got a big cushion here in the latter stages. Great feeling to be up big on the road. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
2nd down after that previous play. Back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. He's going to take another shot right here. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. And the offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Oregon.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, Oregon.
The Ducks line it up with 1st and goal.
Squirrel! Squirrel! Come on, set! In! Acorn! Acorn! Longer! Timber! Timber! Tuna! Tuna!
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Out past the 30. He just goes down, and that'll do it for the ball game. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.